really one of the dark moments in Black coffee history.
It's a truthful moment.
Jameer.
The chickens have come home to roost.
Oh, Lord, here
As
you
my
go.
brother Malcolm X once
Here
said.
he go. Well, people wanted to weigh in on this Lauryn Hill.
Debacle.
Jameer, again, he does not represent
Please.
all of the views of this show.
You can put
Any
weight
of
on
the
my
views of this
shoulders.
show.
Put the weight on my shoulders.
Only Jameer has this bizarre
Yeah,
position.
because I love Lauryn Hill.
So do I.
No one has ever touching Lauryn Hill in my book.
Never.
That's the problem. That's what gets me so tight because no one is touching Lauryn Hill is the whole issue of what I'm saying. Y'all put her up here
Because
somewhere.
of what she created was so great.
20 plus years
It doesn't
ago.
matter. Sometimes that's what you have to give, and you give it, and that's that, and you drop the mic and you walk away and you live your life.
Cool.
Some people
Magic.
don't want to be. You understand, the music industry is not the easiest industry to navigate,
I'm pretty
especially
sure.
as a black woman, especially as a woman who was, going through her own personal struggles, especially as somebody who might not have known the business parts, and it was a dark belly of the beast then.
Sure.
Maybe you don't want to be in it anymore, and if she wanted to walk away, that's okay.
Can you give me a hook though? Can
hook?
I get a hook? Can I get a verse? Even Andre come back and
I feel
drop
like
a
that's
verse to you.
Andre gives,
Fair.
but Lauren
And
gives.
it's fire. Andre
Lauren gives verses.
What?
Lauren
When?
sings. Lauren does all kinds
in the
of
21st
stuff.
century?
Dude, yes.
Last 10 years, what verse?
We got Kendra Johnson on Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
She says, "Don't matter. Lauryn Hill gonna be in conversations for years to come,
Sure.
bruh. She's definitely
will be.
a legacy."
Bruh.
Alicia Hall
agree.
on Facebook said, "Don't forget that Lauryn Hill Unplugged album." Antonio Glover on Facebook said,
Replayed,
"Overrated, absolutely."
touchdown.
Nye Ishi tweeted, "Jameer Pond is right about Miss Hill." That's all I have to say about that.
Layup.
As for the general conversation, y'all should have at least mentioned
The Roots crew.
Definitely.
Philly.
So
You from Philly?
So the reason why I didn't mention the Roots is not because I don't think the Roots are amazing. I think they're the best hip hop band ever.
Band.
I think when I think of a group, I think they operate in a hip hop context. I think the Roots are amazing. But when we talk about rap groups, I guess because so much of the Roots have just been Black Thought rapping,
Yeah.
and Malik B and Dice Raw
Yeah.
haven't been.
But they were fire.
Oh, they can rap.
Yo,
They can rap.
Yeah.
And if Dice and Malik had stayed in
Agreed.
the group, I would have had them up at the very, very top.
Agreed.
But because so much of it is about this great musicianship that they do and this great artistry that they make, and then Black Thoug's my top 5 rappers of all time. So it's no disrespect to the Roots. It's just that
Black Thought is an incredible.
so much of the Roots for me is just about at their height has been about one rapper.
I understand.
You know what I mean? And that's why. That's the only reason.
And to the Lauryn conversation, is the reason why you don't respect her legacy because
It's not that I don't respect it.
okay, don't revere it?
No,
don't know.
I think
it's
that-
overrated.
I think that it's aging poorly.
Okay, sure. Let's
it's
act
not.
like because I listened to the
It
Miseducation.
is.
I listened to the Miseducation.
Yes. All right.
The Miseducation, the song itself, is one of the most
the whole
like,
album is incredible.
mood-changing, best
Absolutely.
like
That
songs
album-
ever created.
Album was a flag in the sand. It changed the fabric of what music was. I'm not disagreeing with you. Here's my problem though.
How many more times you got to do that?
You don't have to do that because there's only one Thriller. Mike kept trying though. You had Bad, you had Dangerous.
The
You had
world would have
these
been better
albums.
without blood on the dance floor.
What about
that's
what
really
about do you remember the time? Fire.
I think his legacy would have been better without Dangerous. And I like Dangerous as an
Okay.
album. What I'm saying is, if Michael had stopped at Thriller, it'd still be extraordinary.
Sure.
Lauren
But-
stopped at a point. And she just, I mean, I love more Lauryn Hill music. All I'm saying is that, I guess, you keep saying, like, everybody reveres Lauren, and you're this wise, clear-eyed minority that's speaking the truth.
What about my 2 people that just,
It was one.
it was 2.
It was 2 people.
Okay, fair, okay.
Layup.
Fair point. So, but in general, your argument, as I understand it, is that most people are giving Lauryn Hill all this extra grace that's undeserved. And my point is, your legacy is how people make sense of you.
Yes.
So if the majority of us are saying Lauryn Hill is the shit, and it's you're the guy in the cheap seats yelling, "She's a bum," then her legacy is aging just fine.
I'm not, but all right, but that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm not disagreeing with Lauryn Hill being a genius. Her albums, well, with the score and Miseducation, phenomenal. I'm not saying that any of that changes, but I'm saying the fact that she can get on stage 5 hours late sometimes.
So you want her to be held accountable.
Yes, I want her fans to stop being somewhat delusional in the sense that this is this person who she once was, and she's not. And then we discredit. We don't even count Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, when we talk about that conversation, you put Lauryn Hill as the GOAT? How?
Okay.
How you the GOAT?
I'll give you that. I don't personally put,
How?
I don't compare, when it comes to their greatness and especially in that lane, I don't really compare artists in general because I really do believe that they're all talented and there's a reason why and a purpose why and why they were given the voice and the ideas that they have. But two, I really just want people to remember that these artists are human beings. And it is her right, if she does not want to create any more music, to not create anything in life. And her fans can absolutely still support her in the way that they want. And so for me, I think people still respect Lauryn because of what, even if we say, sure, we paid $300 or whatever to go see her. You can still turn on one of her songs in a car when you're going through a sad time or a hard time, and she is the person that walks you through it. I think the reason why people love Lauryn so much is because her music hits you at your heart. Yeah. So that's why people like her. They're like, hold up now. I was going through that thing with my ex, and now I listen to X Factor, and I don't see it, I see it a little bit more clear. I can understand my own feelings better. So I think that's what Lauryn is so good at doing.
I promise you, I'm not disagreeing with you on that spectrum.
But you just want people to hold her, for her real day-to-day.
I don't think it's fair to fans who have been waiting for new music and just the idea.
Waiting.
They don't. No, we stopped waiting.
People still.
And no one does it to Dr. Dre when they waited for Detox for 7 million years.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't hold Dr. Dre to the same regard as I hold a Lauryn Hill because Dr. Dre started out as a producer. Yes, he had verses on The Chronic and The Chronic 2001, but it was a collection of people who made that album. Lauryn Hill sat in the studio and she made Miseducation, and it's one of the greatest albums of all time.
Then just enjoy it.
No, I do enjoy it, but I'm saying there's no reason why people should be calling her the GOAT. And there's people who are actively or who were doing it at that time and are still doing it at a high level. You can't be the GOAT if you don't come outside.
Unless you die. Then you could be the GOAT with 2 albums.
We're talking about
Lord,
Biggie.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about Biggie. Stop.
I'm just saying in general.
Those 2 albums were unequivocal classics.
But you're saying, so you can have 2 you can be the GOAT with 2 albums, you just have to die.
But no, I think Jay's the GOAT.
No, but you don't reject an argument as delusional that Biggie's the GOAT.
No, because those 2 albums were movies.
Right,
but
stay with my point. My point is, if Biggie makes 2 albums, he's qualified to be in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
But what if he had lived instead of died and didn't make any more records? Would he still be allowed to be in the GOAT conversation?
No.
So then you're literally punishing people for not dying.
No, I'm not punishing people for not dying, but I'm saying you take yourself out of the GOAT conversation if you don't come outside. Jay-Z still put his cape on.
Okay.
He still throw punches.
We hear what he said.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Classics.
We're trying here. Dr. Pepper's tried here. We all tried here.
Dr. Pepper.
That's my mommy's name.
Spicy.
None of it helped. Jameer
still right.
is delusional.
Let's sip some water.
Let's go, guys.
We'll go. We'll talk about other stuff.
Yeah, let's go.
I can't do this anymore. That was him.
Go
That was
away.
him.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.